Big Bang war for Tamil Nadu perception. Stalin's no funds for Tamil Nadu claim busted by Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Prime Minister Modi rejects Stalin's habitual cry.
जब इंडी अलायंस की सरकार थी, डीएमके उस सरकार में विराजमान थे, तब जितना पैसा मिला उससे 3 गुना मोदी सरकार ने दिया है.
Stalin fires fair delimitation demand. Big race for the hearts and minds of the people in Tamil Nadu. The top focus on India Today.
Hello, you're watching India Today and I am Aishwarya Paliwal. Let's start the show with the headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi rejects MK Stalin's fund denial claim, says 3 times rise in the funds given to Tamil Nadu since 2014. Earlier governments had DMK in them, but they ignored Tamil Nadu.
इंडी अलायंस की सरकार थी, डीएमके उस सरकार में विराजमान थे, तब जितना पैसा मिला उससे 3 गुना मोदी सरकार ने दिया है.
Prime Minister Modi inaugurates India's first vertical sea link bridge in Tamil Nadu, built at a cost of 550 crore rupees. The bridge provides a direct rail link between Rameshwaram Island and the mainland. Big Ram Navami showdown between the TMC and the BJP in the state of West Bengal. Thousands of Ram rallies being done by saffron groups amid very heavy security. Weapons being brandished in Malda despite a bar by Supreme Court. A big India Today impact after India Today reported about a horrific molestation incident that took place in Bengaluru. An FIR has been registered against unidentified molester. Kerala private firm punishment shocker, employees made to crawl, put on a leash and stripped. All this over personal enmity. Former Kerala Minister M.A. Baby appointed as the next General Secretary of the CPM. He faces a lot of challenges with regards to reversing left party's declining poll fortune. There's a big political tug-of-war that is taking place in the state of Tamil Nadu. There is an escalating war amid the 3-language policy and the possible delimitation exercise. Prime Minister Narendra Modi was in Rameshwaram today. In fact, fact-checked Tamil Nadu Chief Minister M.K. Stalin. M.K. Stalin made a claim that the central government was giving insufficient funds to the state of Tamil Nadu. The Prime Minister claimed Tamil Nadu had received 3 times the funds under his leadership. Watch this report.
कुछ लोगों को बिना कारण रोते रहने की आदत है, वो रोते रहते हैं.
It is the battle for hearts and minds of Tamil Nadu. Amid an escalating war over 3-language policy and possible delimitation, Prime Minister Narendra Modi fact-checked Tamil Nadu Chief Minister Stalin for habitually crying denial of funds to the state.
2014 से पहले की तुलना में 3 गुना ज्यादा पैसा सेंटर से दिया गया है. जब इंडी अलायंस की सरकार थी, डीएमके उस सरकार में विराजमान थे, तब जितना पैसा मिला उससे 3 गुना मोदी सरकार ने दिया है. इसके बावजूद भी कुछ लोगों को बिना कारण रोते रहने की आदत है, वो रोते रहते हैं.
The Prime Minister asked Stalin why Stalin is yet to introduce MBBS course in Tamil language.
हमारा प्रयास है कि देश के नौजवानों को डॉक्टर बनने के लिए एब्रॉड जाने की मजबूरी ना रहे. बीते सालों में तमिलनाडु को 11 नए मेडिकल कॉलेज मिले हैं.
The Prime Minister also wondered if Stalin's push for Tamil is genuine.
मैं तो कभी-कभी हैरान हो जाता हूं तमिलनाडु के कुछ नेताओं की चिट्ठियां जब मेरे पास आती है कभी भी कोई नेता तमिल भाषी में सिग्नेचर नहीं करता है.
Earlier in the day, Chief Minister Stalin skipped Modi's Pamban bridge unveiling defying protocol and sent a fair delimitation demand instead.
இந்த நிகழ்ச்சியின் மூலமாக உங்கள் மூலமாக தமிழ்நாட்டுக்கு வரக்கூடிய மாண்புமிகு பிரதமர் மோடி அவர்களை நான் கேட்க விரும்புவது தமிழ்நாட்டு மக்களுக்கு ஏற்பட்டுள்ள நியாயமான அச்சத்தை நீங்க போக்கணும். தென் மாநிலங்கள் உள்ளிட்ட மக்கள் தொகையை கட்டுப்படுத்தின மாநிலங்களோட தொகுதி விழுக்காடு குறையாது என்கிற உறுதிமொழியை தமிழ்நாட்டு மண்ணில் நின்று நீங்க வழங்கணும். அதுக்கான அரசியலமைப்பு சட்ட திருத்தத்தை நாடாளுமன்றத்திலையும் நிறைவேற்றணும். இது ஏதோ வெறும் தொகுதியோட எண்ணிக்கை பத்தின கவலை மட்டும் இல்ல, இது நம்ம அதிகாரம், உரிமைகள் மற்றும் எதிர்கால நிலங்களை பத்தின கவலை. புதுச்சேரியோடு சேர்த்து 40 எம்பிக்கள் இருக்கும்போது தமிழ்நாட்டின் குரலை நாடாளுமன்றத்தில் நசுக்கிறாங்க. இந்த எண்ணிக்கையும் குறைஞ்சா தமிழ்நாட்டை ஒழிச்சிடுவாங்க, நசுக்கிடுவாங்க.
The ruling DMK has claimed Hindi imposition in Tamil Nadu by centre, a charge rejected by BJP. Will Modi's big counter help BJP win the battle of perceptions in Tamil Nadu? With Pramod Madhav in Rameshwaram, Bureau Report, India Today.
On India Today, the debate that we are now doing is the Tamil Nadu versus central government issue. Joining me from the Bharatiya Janata Party, Narayan Tirupati, and joining me from the DMK spokesperson, Mr. Salim. Coming to you first, Mr. Salim, we have seen it's the DMK which has time and again said, first of all, that the BJP has not been giving the number of funds that they were receiving earlier. The Prime Minister said that's not true. You have also been speaking about delimitation. In fact, the Chief Minister has gone on record and said close to 8 seats will be reduced from Tamil Nadu's kitty.
Yes, can I speak?
Yes.
Yeah, firstly, thank you for having me in the show. See, firstly, I think it's playing with numbers, right? Where they want to use percentage, they use numbers. Where they want to use numbers, they use percentage. Wherever and whenever it is convenient. Indian GDP, for example, was 100 rupees in 2004. And then let's say the union government was giving us 10 rupees, which is 10%. Let's say then the Indian GDP grows and becomes 1,000 rupees, which means that then the union government gives us 50 rupees. So you can now come and say that the amount we give us increased by 5 times. But in percentage, from 10% reduced to 5%. That's exactly what has happened. Indian GDP has increased by about 10 times from 2004 to 2024. For example, in Congress regime from UPA, it's increased by about 4 times, and now it's increased by about 3 times. So in percentage, it's drastically reduced. In fact, during the budget this time, the State Finance Minister Tangam Tennarasu made it categorically clear that the state's percentage of funding, right, in terms of the overall GDP has decreased from 3.5% to 1.8% in the last 10 years. So that makes it very clear that the money that the state has to receive has reduced. For example, after the 2 cyclones which Chennai faced and one South Tamil Nadu faced, we haven't gotten any funding. We have got only 276 crores. We have 50,000 crores. On the contrary, when Gujarat had a cyclone, within 2 days, 1,000 crores was allocated. The Prime Minister visits within 3-4 days. This stepmotherly treatment is a problem. But this has not to be confused with the fund that state was anyway supposed to receive. As per the Disaster Management Act, the states are anyway supposed to receive 1,000 crores each year. And when the cyclone happened in Tamil Nadu and we asked for funds, they released the funds which anyway the state was supposed to receive and then claimed it to be the additional fund that was given. But Gujarat, on top of the funds that were supposed to receive, they got additional 1,000 crores. That Tamil Nadu doesn't get. For example, Kelo Bharat, Gujarat gets about 600 crores, Tamil Nadu gets only 30 crores. And even Haryana gets about only 35 crores, in spite of sending the highest contingent to the Olympics. And second, coming to delimitation is there in the Constitution as per the Article 82. It's only been put on freeze. What we are telling is, we all know that if the number of seats in the parliament will increase, the seats of Tamil Nadu or any other state won't reduce. But percentage of the seats will reduce from 7.18%. What we've been asking since ever is that, why doesn't the Prime Minister or Home Minister in the Parliament say that percentage of the seats won't reduce from 7.18%? You are saying pro rata, you are saying the number of seats won't reduce. But what we want to hear is that in the Parliament, because Parliament is the official place where you can speak to come and say that even if delimitation happens, number of seats in Tamil Nadu, percentage of seats in Tamil Nadu won't reduce from 7.8%.
This question that you have, I will take it to the BJP now. Mr. Narayan Tirupati is also joining us. Mr. Tirupati, this is a clear question that the DMK at the moment is asking. They are saying that we need assurance. We also need the Prime Minister to come out and say that the percentage will also not reduce. And this is something which, in fact, the Chief Minister has also been saying.
First of all, we need to understand how the delimitation will happen and who will do the delimitation. Without knowing that, I think, including the Chief Minister, everyone from DMK and other parties are talking. See, the delimitation has to be, the committee's head has to be appointed by the President, Honorable President of India. And it will happen only after the census. And it is not going to happen without any consultation between the states, the stakeholders. So all these things are there, and no politician or any ministers are going to be involved in this. So there is a process for delimitation. So without knowing all these things, these people are trying to confuse people, instigate people. They are trying to threaten the people that something very bad is going to happen. It was Mr. Rahul Gandhi who said that the Jitni Abadi Utna Hak. That is what he said. So that means that the rights as per population. So for that, the Prime Minister had replied that if that happens, then it will definitely make the South states lose. And it was Mr. Amit Shah, our Home Minister, who said that it will happen only by pro rata basis. That means the percentage will never decrease. That's what he has made it very, very clear. In spite of that, in order to hide the defeats.
This question.
Wait. No.
Yeah.
See, you gave a lot of time to him. See, in order to hide the defeats, failure of the DMK government, in order to hide the deteriorating law and order of the state, the economy of the state, Mr. Stalin has chosen to go with to go against the central government, and he was talking about three-language formula where we never imposed Hindi, and a myth on delimitation, which has not happened, or which is not going to happen, and at last today the Chief Minister intentionally skipping the Prime Minister's visit because he is afraid to face the Prime Minister, because in Tamil Nadu he is afraid to face the Prime Minister because of the failure and his unnecessary, unwanted, irresponsible, statements and protests against the, central government. The Prime Minister gave a beautiful reply today, or explanation today as to how the BJP has done for the development of Tamil Nadu, the infrastructure for the Tamil Nadu in the last 10 years.
Salim, would you respond to this? See, the BJP very clearly at the moment is saying that you don't know the maths that will go, and you are just saying that the numbers will reduce, also saying, this is something that a lot of people also pointed out and noticed that the Chief Minister was missing. He did not even meet the Prime Minister today.
No, I think I'll clear the myth about delimitation. At least I've written 5 articles. My first article came 2.5 years back on delimitation, and I think major newspapers and news channels were covering delimitation since 2.5 years. The fact is, delimitation based on population is there in the Constitution. It's only put on freeze in 1976 in order to not disincentivize the states. The Delimitation Commission, which Mr. Narayan Tirupati has mentioned, has been in place for the since independence. But they have two functions. One is to redraw constituencies, but then the number of seats is fixed. And the other function is that to redraw constituencies based on population as per Article 82. The second function has been put on freeze. So Delimitation Commission has anyway been meeting. But because the 25-year-old freeze that was introduced in 2001, right, the second freeze, right, that is going to lapse. When that will lapse, when the Delimitation Commission will meet as per procedure as they have been, what will happen is that delimitation as per population will also take place, right? So delimitation first function, that is to rearrange constituencies for rearrange reserved constituencies, or for example in municipality election to give reservation movement. All those functions have been happening. Only the second function to redraw based on population, as per constitution, a parliamentary seat is capped at 7.5 lakhs. That redrawing will happen. Then, because the TFR of Tamil Nadu and southern states and states such as Punjab, West Bengal, Orissa have drastically reduced, the proportion of parliamentary is reduced. Home Minister have said pro rata, but here is
he did say, but he did say, you know, he is on record, Salim, saying that it will be pro rata, and they have given DMK, they have given Tamil Nadu assurances. Not just Tamil Nadu, the entire southern states have been given an assurance that their representation in the parliament will not go down.
No, that's where I'm coming. See, I wonder, see, seat won't go down. If the seats will become 1,000, let's say seats in Tamil Nadu will become 50, which means that, and for example, Uttar Pradesh seat will become 160. That means the proportion of seats in Uttar Pradesh will increase from, let's say, 15% to 22%. In Tamil Nadu, proportion of seats will reduce from 7.18% to 5%. But seats have not reduced, seats have increased. That is why I'm saying the percentage of seats won't reduce. And pro rata is not clear, it's very arbitrary. And it has to be told in the parliament. Because what is in parliament is sacrosanct, not what you speak in a political stage. That is first question. Second question is that, see, the Tamil Nadu finance minister was there to receive the prime minister, and he presided over the function in representing the Tamil Nadu government. And it's not the Tamil Nadu government boycotted. There was the finance minister. And secondly, there's IT minister who saw him off in the airport. So that, because this event was organized much before for the chief minister, he couldn't attend. If you remember, our chief minister has always been the one who's been following the democratic ethos. Even when the chess Olympiad happened in Tamil Nadu, the prime minister came for the closing ceremony, and all the respects were duly paid to. So there were Tamil Nadu representatives were there, 2 ministers were there. So now what is the question of Tamil Nadu not having representation? And again, to refute Narayan Tirupati, just because BJP and ADMK spokesperson say that law and order worsen, doesn't mean the law and order worsen. All leading major dailies in Tamil Nadu have reported that the law and order in Tamil Nadu has improved in the last 3 years after DMK has come to power, as per the union government data. Secondly, even last week we saw major newspapers coming out with a study saying Tamil Nadu's growth rate is 9.6%, highest in India. In spite of Tamil Nadu being a developed state. Normally, underdeveloped country or state, the growth rate will be higher because you have to catch up. But
Salim, what you are saying, you know, this question I will take to the BJP now, because the BJP very clearly has said the chief minister was not there. They are also saying that with regards to the funds, adequate funds, even more funds have been given. Narayanan, do you believe at the moment what the DMK is saying, that the chief minister, minus him, other ministers were there? And do you also at the moment believe that actually what the DMK is saying with regards to the number of seats going down can actually be a possibility, or you believe this is just a smokescreen? Everything is being done with regards to 2026, the big state election.
I made it very clear. I never said that the government did not attend. Of course, yes, Mr. Thangam Tennarasi, the finance minister, attended. But I gave you the reason as to why Mr. Stalin, was absent. He was afraid of facing the prime minister. That's what I said. He was afraid because the way he was talking about delimitation, the way he was talking about the neglect of Tamil Nadu by not giving funds, the way he was talking about the 3-language formula, everything. He knows that the prime minister, within a single speech, single word, he will say that is why he was afraid. He wants to take this false narrative together till the next election. That is what Mr. Stalin is planning. As far as delimitation is concerned, he was saying that Mr. Salem Dharanidharan was saying it should be spoken in the parliament. But see, there is a process. It will be discussed in the parliament when the time comes. There is a time, there is a process, and after the census is taken, and then the recommendations of the committee, the delimitation committee, definitely you can discuss in the parliament. They will discuss with the stakeholders, and that is the process. You see, for each and everything you say that I will, even for a Waqf board, DMK had said I will go to court. So if you are really interested to go to delimitation, to the court for delimitation, why you have not gone? Because you know very well that there is no room for any case to be filed in the Supreme Court, because it is not possible now. So it is very clear that, see, as far as the law and order issues are concerned, the central government doesn't give data. The state government gives data and the central government says. That's it. So he can't say that because it is the central government which has given, that is right. You are giving that and we are saying that. Very simple. So as far as the DMK is concerned, I'm telling you the false narrative set by Mr. MK Stalin, because their government is totally, their government machinery is a failure. There is no governance, law and order deterioration, violence against women, and huge malpractices are happening in central government schemes, even in Manrega, Awas Yojana, and Jal Jeevan, everything. So that is the reason these people are afraid. And Mr. Stalin was not, he was afraid to face the Prime Minister today in Tamil Nadu. Even their ally in the parliament, Mr. Vaigopal Swami, had said, you come to Tamil Nadu, we will see we will show who we are. And yesterday, our Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman had come.
On the floor of the parliament, she did say. On the floor of the parliament. Salim, bringing BJP's question to you, BJP is now saying...
What you people have done? What you can do? You can do nothing.
Salim, if you can respond to what the BJP is saying, that the Chief Minister, MK Stalin, is afraid to come in front of Prime Minister Narendra Modi.
See, first I have to dispel another rumor. When we compare the WAF bill with delimitation. See, unlike a bill, delimitation is not a bill. It is there in the constitution to redraw based on population. It has been put on freeze since 1976 because Indira Gandhi did not want to disincentivize states that were good in population control, and Vajpayee didn't want to open the Pandora box. The elephant in the room. That's the reason number 2. So here, once December 31st, 2025 will pass and 1st January 2026 will happen, delimitation based on population will have to happen until and unless an amendment is brought about. Delimitation Commission's decisions are not under the purview of the Supreme Court simply because it's there in the Constitution. Supreme Court. So this we have written in our article. My Chief Minister has also mentioned in his speeches. That is why delimitation, unlike a bill like a one nation, one election, the BJP need not do anything. Once the 26 will happen, automatically supposed to happen, which is why we are fighting now, trying to bring a consensus. So, or the BJP can immediately put a temporary freeze. They say that delimitation will be on freeze for a temporary basis until and unless all the states come on board. So then they can call us for a decision. But now 10 months or 8 months, we have only 8 months with very little time, right? So to have a decision with all the states, that's why temporary freeze, or like my Chief Minister says, 30-year freeze. So if you're not can't do the 30-year freeze, then temporary freeze.
That is what MK Stalin has been asking for, 30 years of freeze. But the question about Chief Minister not meeting Prime Minister. BJP says Chief Minister MK Stalin is afraid.
No, why is he afraid? We have given the best governance possible, which is why DMK from 2019, we completely swept the parliamentary polls. 2021, thumping victory. 2022, by-election, historical victory. 2022 municipal election, historical victory. 2024, we swept the polls. The first time ever that in Tamil Nadu, after 40 years, that 2 parliamentary elections have been swept by one that ruling party. And then now the approval rating, as per your channel, which I think happened a month back, said that the DMK's vote percentage has increased, I think, in the last 8 months, is what, as per your channel survey, which means that we are doing something right. So there's no reason for my Chief Minister to be afraid of anything because we are giving good governance. Again, as I said, last week's report, Tamil Nadu's growth rate at 9.6% is highest for any state in India. Normally, it's only the states that have lower per capita GDP that will do well, because if your mark improves from 10 to 20 out of 100, it's 100% growth. 90 to 99 is only 10% growth. So once you're already at the high benchmark, for the growth to show a constant high growth rate is very difficult. We have done that. Right. This is not, I'm not making it up. It's been covered by all neutral newspapers, Hindu, Times of India, etc.
Salim, I will take neutral. Yes, the emphasis that you made on neutral. See, I only have 2 minutes left. First, I'll come to you. Salim, what is it that you think is going wrong with regards to the central government and the DMK? Why is the relationship broken? Because the BJP says at the moment, all that the DMK is doing is keeping the big state election 2026 in mind.
See, DMK as a party doesn't operate based on elections. What we say now is always been the constant. Since the inception of the party, 1949 until today, what you said always been the constant. But for BJP, Prime Minister Modi and the Chief Minister were the strongest proponent of federalism. He was the one who was saying, why should the states listen to the union government? He was saying that it's the states that fund the union government. Now, after becoming Prime Minister, he has forgotten that. We know what even late Jetli spoke when they were when the opposition benches. He said, "Parliament, we have to protest in the Parliament. It's a form of democracy." So again, the major problem is the contradiction that we have about the idea of India. In Tamil Nadu, we believe India is a pluralistic country, unity in diversity. In Delhi, the present incumbent government believes the country can be only united if there is homogeneity. But we believe that uniformity will only create distraction of countries. So uniformity does not mean more unity. That's what we believe. So once they will understand this country is diverse, unity in diversity is what will take the country forward, then I don't think there won't be any problem. But the centrally sponsored scheme by which more funds are allocated to BJP rule state should go. That's a point one. So there can't be stepmotherly treatment to state based on who rules which state. For example, if BJP...
Salim, I'm running out of time. Coming to you, Narayan Tirupati, do you believe everything that the DMK at the moment is saying, that first of all, the Chief Minister is not afraid, and also saying that there is discrimination being done against Tamil Nadu?
See, I go with what Mr. Salem Dharanidharan said. As he said, the Chief Minister was there in almost all the functions or the celebrations we had in Tamil Nadu. But why this time he was absent? Because of the false narrative set, as I told in the last 1 or 2 months, regarding the myth that the BJP is trying to, or this government is trying to, enforce Hindi, which is not so. In paper, it is very clear. It is 3-language formula. So delimitation, we made it very, very clear. In fact, it was the Prime Minister first, the Home Minister second, and the Defense Minister third. We have made it very, very clear that BJP is not in support of delimitation by population, as told by the Indie Alliance's Rahul Gandhi. In order to safeguard Rahul Gandhi, Mr. Stalin is saying. Number 3, the funds have been given, whether it is grants or whether it is other funds to the schemes. It has been given to Tamil Nadu in the last 10 years more than 3 times or 4 times of what the DMK rule, which was part of Congress rule, and we have made it very clear. And last but not the least, the most corrupt practices, most corruption in the central government schemes, which is to be,
I'm completely running out of time.
One second.
Yes.
Which has to be done by the state government, implemented by the state government. They have made a lot of corruption. We will definitely ask you questions if you are corrupt, if you are going to loot the public's money. BJP, the central government will definitely ask, and you can't go by setting false narrative saying that we have not given funds, and in the name of religion, in the name of language, you want to divide India. BJP will never allow you. That is the message to DMK, and that is why, because of the message, Mr. Stalin was afraid of meeting the Prime Minister today.
Thank you, Narayan Tirupati, BJP spokesperson, Mr. Salim. Thank you for joining me on this debate. The BJP at the moment still believes that the DMK is only going with a false narrative. The DMK on the other side saying discrimination is being done against Tamil Nadu.